वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। गुरुब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुदेवो महेश्वर गुरु साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः। I welcome everyone who are in the temple as well as who are online. Today on 23rd of April 2025, we are going further with the study of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. While we are studying Srimad Bhagavad Gita, we are trying to see how we can achieve. Last time also and previously also we talked about what is the purpose of studying Bhagavad Gita. We all should be happy. All of us should be happy to live our life. And as we all know that we cannot be happy alone. A human is a social animal. A human needs a company. A human needs a better society to live in together. ऐसा सोच लो कि आप बहुत अमीर हो गए और पूरी दुनिया में अकेले ही हो. There is no one other than you. You are the owner of the whole world. क्या ये दुनिया सुखी होगी? वो दुनिया में क्या आप सुख से रह सकेंगे? नहीं रह सकते. अगर पड़ोसी दुखी है तो आप दुखी होंगे. अगर आपके रिलेटिव्स दुखी हैं तो आप दुखी होंगे. आदमी अकेला कभी भी सुखी नहीं रह सकता. इसलिए जो ऐसा सोचता है कि मैं अकेला ही सब कुछ कमा लूं, आई विल हैव एवरीथिंग इन द वर्ल्ड, आई विल कॉन्कर द वर्ल्ड. अलेक्जेंडर ने यही कहा मरने के समय पे, मैं मर जाता हूं तो मेरा जो हाथ है वो बाहर रखना कफन के. बिकॉज ए पर्सन कैनॉट बी हैप्पी अलोन. अकेला नहीं रह सकता. तो अभी ऐसी दो घटनाएं हैं ये वीक में बनी है जिसमें उसका हम लोगों को नाम लेना पड़ेगा. ऐसी दो बड़ी घटनाएं. देयर आर टू मेजर इवेंट्स हैज हैपेंड लास्ट वीक आफ्टर आवर प्रवचन व्हाट वी स्टडीड एंड वी मस्ट एक्नॉलेज टू सी व्हाट इज हैपनिंग अराउंड अस. वन ऑफ देम इज डेथ ऑफ पोप फ्रांसिस ऑन 21st of April. दुनिया के सबसे बड़े 1.4 बिलियन फॉलोअर्स जिसको फॉलो करते हैं, ऐसे धर्म के सबसे बड़े ऊंचे पद पर प्रस्थापित पोप, उनका देहांत हो गया. वी मस्ट एक्नॉलेज दैट इट इज अ बिग लॉस टू द वर्ल्ड एंड टू द ह्यूमैनिटी. ही स्प्रेड द वर्ल्ड ऑफ पीस, फाइटिंग द हंगर एंड अचीविंग डेवलपमेंट इन द वर्ल्ड. He supported and encouraged the actions towards equal rights for women. He talked about climate change and its destructive impacts and the causes. He was concerned about it. He wanted, quote unquote, a church based not on fancy vestments and infallible pronouncements, but on love of God and the love for others. Such a person's death is a big loss to the world, to the humanity. So we all will say that may God grant eternal rest to Pope Francis and let perpetual light shine upon him. May his soul, through the mercy of God, rest in peace. We will all pray for him. We must acknowledge it's one of the very big events which happened last week. Also, another big event happened on 22nd, yesterday in India, and it was related to the terrorist attack in Pahalgam, where 27 people were killed. They were innocent tourists, and also many others were injured. How the killing was done? The terrorists asked for religion of each person and confirmed that they are not Muslims, and then they killed them. They asked to take the pants down of the man and confirmed that they are not circumcision, and then they killed them, being non-Muslim. They asked them to recite kalma from Holy Quran, and those who could not were killed. This has made millions of Hindus very sad and in anguish. I express my deepest condolences for those departed and will request all of you to pray for those who have died in this incident. It is also sad and painful to see that Islam, which is a religion of peace and harmony, is being used as a cause for terrorism all through the world. I request all the politicians in the world and the Islamic religious leaders and Islamic scholars and also my fellow Muslim brothers to condemn this cowardice act and disapprove it as not being true teachings of Islam. I hope we together can find a way to stop misusing the teachings of Prophet Muhammad and Holy Quran, to stop terrorism and bring world peace. Let us all pray for that, to bring harmony and peace in the world. We have to go further on our path of studying Srimad Bhagavad Gita. That is the path which brings the peace and harmony in the world. Acceptance of everyone with every faith and every mode of praying to God. That is what Srimad Bhagavad Gita is teaching us. Other is not other, but he is my divine brother. So going on recapping of the last time sloka, I'll chant the sloka and then we'll go further from there. It is the 41st sloka of 3rd chapter, Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga Nama Tritiyo Adhyayah. Tasmat tvam indriyanyadau niyamaya bharatarshava papmanam prajahiyenam jnana vijnana nashanam. What does it mean? Tasvatvam tatsmat. Therefore, you, tvam, you, therefore, indriyanyadau, indriya, senses. In the very beginning, adau, adau means very beginning. That is why in the very beginning, bring the senses, niyamya, under control, and papmanam prajahiyenam, prajahi means slay, cut, kill, what to kill? Your desires, killing the enemy name called desire, which is causing what? Jnana Vijnana Nashanam, which is causing the Jnana and Vijnana Nashanam. It is destroyer of Jnana and Vijnana. And that is what we were last time looking at. We were looking at how, in last 2 sessions, we were looking at how does a mind work, how does the senses work, and how does the intellect work. That is what we were looking at. And we will go further, we are going further that, what are the functions, how do they operate, and we looked at how intellect, mind and senses are working individually as well as together, and how they are useful in life, and why we are having 2 tools, intellect and mind, why there is not one tool, or why there is one tool combining all 3 of them. There are animals in the world like that. Take the example of octopus. How does the octopus work? An octopus is having its own thinking and its own mind. In those antennas which they have, 8 legs, each leg can independently sense, think and decide how to go further. So they have got a central mind as well as they have got a intellect or decision making capacity in their antennas and the suction cups also in each of their legs. That is how the octopus works. And that is why octopus can go through most complex mazes very easily. You can say it has got totally 9 minds. It doesn't, but it's like that because each antenna can think separately. God has given us 3 tools, but they work with each other, and we are going to talk about it today. So, Jnana Vijnana Nashanam, that is where we were also looking at last time. So God is telling us to control the senses. God is telling us to slay the desire and not to slay the senses. And last time we took some examples of what is the difference between slaying the senses. How does the senses work with each other? So senses have got 3 things. One, they can work independently. Like, when you taste a chili, you will feel a very hot taste on your tongue. It will not give you a hot taste on your hand or on your leg. Means they can work independently. Second, they can work together. Like a good fragrance is coming of a food, then the nose will say that a good fragrance is coming, and the eyes will start searching the food, and the tongue will remember with the shape that this food shape is like this. So all of them can work together also. And breaking of one sense can make the other sense more capable. Like blind people have got a better sense or better capacity to hear. So that is how the senses are working. Senses itself cannot decide because it is a prakriti. Senses itself cannot decide. Say for example, a automatic door. Let us take an example of an automatic door. If there is an automatic door, that automatic door will sense a person coming and open the door. But that door will not identify the difference between a thief and the owner of the business. Anyone coming, it will open. Senses work like that when it is independently. Senses are nothing but the material part of it. So what happens? When a person comes, the door automatically opens. In the same way, which is called as a prakriti. Suppose we put a sweet food on the tongue of a normal person and on the tongue of a very jnani person, a saint person, they will both feel the same sweetness. There is no difference. Why? Because the senses has got its prakriti objective to taste by the tongue. Whatever is the taste coming, it will give that. Similarly, piercing of the thorn or the hot surface, touching a hot surface, everybody will feel same, provided they are same age. That is that. Because some people have got more tender skin during the young age than the older age, but same age people will feel the same way because of the prakriti. That is prakriti. That is how the senses work. And then we were talking about the various schools of thoughts. One school of thought is telling that killing and breaking the senses is the way to control the senses. And we talked about it that it will not stop. It will not stop the desire part. The desire in the mind will not stop. It will not stop by killing or stopping the senses. So, by punishing the senses or rewarding the senses in either way, there is no effect. And that is why in our previous sloka, yatha darsho malenacha, that is what the God has given example, how the Maya is covering ourselves. Yatha darsho malenacha, just like the dust on the mirror. We have to clean the dust. You cannot break the mirror. By breaking the mirror, the quality of the characteristic of the mirror is to show the reflection. By breaking the mirror, you do not get a clean reflection. To get a clean reflection, you should clean the dust. Yatha darsho malenacha, if you remember the slokas earlier. Yeah, we have to keep it clean. That means we have to have the senses together with us through the whole life. But how to use it, how to keep it clean is a question. Yeah. So we need more effort even to work on our senses. Some people say, do not use your senses and they will die automatically. It is exactly opposite. It will give more, like a spring. You press it more and it will give you more pressure upward. And then somebody can ask, even I ask too many people, if the senses are so bad, अगर प्रकृति खराब है, इसमें सब माया है और माया में लपेटते हैं, तो भगवान ने हमें दिया ही क्यों? Why did the God give us? Why did the God give us the senses? What is the reason? And what if we just break it? एक आदमी को कोमा में डाल दो. You put a person in a coma medically. न मोह, न माया, न लालच, न ईर्ष्या, कुछ नहीं रहेगा उसको. But then what will happen? He will become a vegetable. उसको vegetable life कहते हैं. The wife will be useless and no fun. Finally तो हमें जिंदा रहना है ना, खुश रहना है. What is the purpose of life? Being happy. If there are no feelings, there are no experiences, the life will be useless and there will be no fun. And society cannot run with all sadhus. We already know. If everybody will become celebrity, सब लोग अगर ब्रह्मचारी हो जाएंगे, शादी नहीं बनाएंगे, तो नेक्स्ट जनरेशन साधु का कहां जाएगा? So we need it. Anyway we need it to run the society. Practically we need it. And one of the important part is that senses gives only a, what is called as a, not as a analog, but it gives you a digital experience. At that very moment, the experience is different than the same sense or the another similar experience. We talked about it a while ago. I always give similar example, like you eat the first gulab jamun, the amount of happiness which it gives, the second gulab jamun will give little different than that. थोड़ा कम रहेगा, थोड़ा बड़ा इक्वल नहीं रहेगा. पहला गुलाब जामुन खाया, बहुत मजा आया. फर्स्ट गुलाब जामुन वेरी सेटिस्फाइड. सेकंड गुलाब जामुन लिटिल लेस, इट्स ओके. So senses are spontaneous experiences. Senses cannot give a continuous same experience. It is impossible because of the diminishing value of and the utilitarian values. There are two theories behind it. And another part is that nature will find its way. प्रकृति अपना जगह ढूंढ ही लेगी. There is a great little story about it. What happened? This is the story about Akbar and Birbal. What happened that once there was the Iranian Saudagar, the tradesman came to Akbar's darbar. Akbar के दरबार में आया और बोला, he told, I have trained cats. मैंने बिल्लियों को ट्रेन किया है. I have trained my cats in such a way that whatever we tell them, they will do it. And this was surprising because generally cats are not like dogs. Cats are kind of, like mean. They are more personal than social. So Akbar told, okay, show me what it can do. So the Iranian Saudagar, the tradesman, he brought his cat and he put a lamp, a real lamp, oil lamp, not LED, a real lamp on the head of the cat, lit it and told the cat, steady, steady, you stay like this, do not move. And then he put the lamp on the top of the head of the cat. Now head of the cat is small, there is a lamp filled with oil and also already lit, there is a light over it. But the cat didn't move. And Akbar thought, wow, this is something unique, I will buy the cat. So he bought these cats. Now he wanted to boast. See, this is the psychology. Even if he is a king, he has to show, मेरे पास है. मेरे पास क्या है वो इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है. दूसरों को मेरे पास क्या है वो दिखाना इम्पोर्टेंट है. मेरे पास कितना है क्या है उसका इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है. दूसरों को मेरे पास कितना लगता है वो इम्पोर्टेंट है. हमारी जो बहनें हैं, साड़ियाँ पहनती है, अच्छे अच्छे कपड़े डालती हैं, मेकअप करती है, क्यों करती है? वो है, सुंदर है, हमारी माताएं, बहनें, बच्चियां सुंदर है, मगर नहीं, दूसरों को दिखाना है. मेरे पास 10 तोले का गहना है, हार है, दूसरों को दिखाना है. ऐसे ही तिजोरी में रखेंगे तो क्या फायदा? दूसरों को दिखाना. साइकोलॉजी. there is a big thing. It is applicable to everywhere. So Akbar also thought, मुझे दिखाना है. अभी किसको दिखाएंगे? कोई इंटेलिजेंट आदमी को दिखाएंगे तो कुछ वैल्यू है ना. Appreciation should be from somebody who is intelligent. सेम एग्जाम्पल, बहनों को पूछो, बच्चे ने आके बोला मम्मा तू बहुत सुंदर दिखती है, इतना कुछ खास नहीं. हस्बैंड ने आके बोला तू बहुत सुंदर दिखती है, हाँ तो वैल्यू है, then there is value. It is one. So Akbar thought, okay, let me bring Birbal and show him the cats. So he called Birbal, let us have dinner together. So Birbal goes there, goes for the dinner, and there is a 4 cats sitting over there with the lamp on the top. Candlelight dinner, candlelight dinner. But the candle is held by the cats, live cats. He told, see, I have got these cats from Iran. Look at it, what I have had. Birbal told, wow, this is good, this is very nice. And the cats didn't move. They completed the whole dinner. Cats were just as steady like rock. Birbal thought, wow, this is very good. He told, this dinner was extremely good, but I never expected a candlelight dinner or with a lamp on the top of the cats. Can I have one more dinner with you in similar way? But Akbar told, no problem, you come. You see, he was very happy to boast. He told, yes, come again. So after a couple of days, Birbal again came. Now this time, Birbal kept couple of mice, live mice. He kept couple of live mice in his pocket. And they sat for dinner. While they sat for the dinner, the cats were brought. The cats sit over there with the lamp on the top, and they were rock steady. Now Birbal slowly removed the mouse and kept it on the ground. The cats saw the mouse. All the training, जितना भी सिखाया था, all the training, all the intellectual, all the commands and control, gone. The cats ran for the mice. खाने के लिए भागी. Lamp गिर गया, आग लग गई. The lamp fall. There was a fire because of the oil and the already lit lamps. भागम भाग हो गई. Then Akbar asked, oh, what did you do? And he said, I brought the mice. Prakriti, the true nature of the cats came out. उनकी जो सेंसेस थी, उनकी इंद्रियों जो मन था, उसका जो ट्रू नेचर क्या है, चूहे को देखो और भागो इसके पीछे. मनुष्य का मन भी ऐसा ही है. कितना भी ट्रेनिंग कर लो, how much training you give, whatever command you give, whatever preaching we give, whatever carrot and stick rules we explain, पुण्य करोगे स्वर्ग मिलेगा, पाप करोगे नरक मिलेगा, मगर आदमी वही करेगा. उसकी सेंसेस तो कम से कम वो करेगी, because senses are by prakriti. The nature finds its way. Nature will not stop. Nature will not stop. So how to slay? So should we slay the senses or should we slay the desire? God is telling to slay the desire and not the senses. It's extremely important. So punishment, देह का जो देह के ऊपर जो हमारा जो प्रयोग है, the action, the treatment on the body is not to punish. देह का ऊपर दमन, देह दमन is not permitted by Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Srimad Bhagavad Gita doesn't permit देह दमन. शरीर के ऊपर अत्याचार करना, इंद्रियों के ऊपर अत्याचार करना is not permitted by Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In fact, in the slok which is going to come, it is told that it is done by the bad people who do the Indriya Daman. So it is contradicting to some schools of thoughts, and we wanted to understand that because we are going to, this is Karma Yoga, how to work, how to do, that is important. And though we last time already talked about that, why there was a Gurukul system where there was a 6-year-old boy. A 6-year-old boy is taken to Gurukul, and at the age of 25, after the Brahmacharya ashram is complete, the boy comes back. Why a very early time you take the child into Gurukul? 10 साल 12 साल के बाद में भेजो ना. We last time already talked about it. I have given the example of a washerman's donkey. There was a washerman. His donkey was there. Now his donkey died. Donkey has got a smaller lifestyle, a shorter lifestyle than a human being. So donkey died. एक धोबी का गधा मर गया. Now Dhobi has to bring another donkey. वो कपड़ा उठाने के लिए तो donkey लगेगा. So he brought another donkey. So how does the donkey, the new donkey is trained by the washerman? धोबी कैसे उसको train करता है? Brand new donkey. So what he does? He holds the ear of the donkey. हाँ, उसको ear पकड़ता है, नहीं तो उसका नाक में से जो डोरी जाती है उसको पकड़ता है, which is painful to the donkey. Then he takes the donkey to the first home. Then he stops there. Does nothing. He just stops there. Then after around 5, 10, 15 seconds, he beats the donkey, gives a slash, and then he goes to the second home in the village. And then the third home. That is how he repeats. Then he does that for 1 week, 1 day, second day. Now donkey knows that if I have to leave and I have to get my food, then I have to go to first home, stop for a while, then go to the second home, stop for a while. Donkey is trained. Now what happens that the washerman, धोबी को अभी गधे के साथ में चलने की जरूरत नहीं. धोबी जाता है, धोबी goes to the river front for doing his work, washing the clothes. और जो धोबन होती है, the wife of the धोबी, wife of the this washerman, he just bangs, gives a slash to the donkey at home. Donkey goes all through the route. GPS बन गया उसके दिमाग में, कौन सा रूट से जाना है. A GPS has been given in the brain of the donkey, and the donkey goes. जाता है बराबर से. धोबी जाता है रिवर फ्रंट को, गधा जाता है राउंड लेके. The donkey takes the route what he has been trained, and the donkey goes up to the river front with all the clothes loaded on him by each neighbor. That is how the donkeys are trained. But donkey remains donkey. Donkey sometimes talks. Donkey sometimes talks with another donkey on the way. और भी धोबी का दूसरा रहेगा. So it is training, but it does not mean the slaying of the desire. Donkey की जो desire है वो खत्म नहीं होती. What I mean to say that by studying, by listening, satsang, by listening to good things, does it slay our desire? Ask ourselves, what is our desire? What is happening? क्या हमारी डिजायर खत्म हुई? 10 साल, 15 साल, 25 साल, इतना सुना, मंदिरों में गए, गुरुद्वारा में गए, अलग अलग, everybody is individual way of worship. Doesn't mean only Hindus, anybody. डिजायर खत्म हुई? नहीं हुई. डिजायर खत्म नहीं हुई. Desires will not go because it is by Prakriti. So how to slay? And why not? Why to slay? Because Jnana Vijnana Nashanam. Jnana means knowledge and Vijnana means realization. And Nasham, destroy. So what happens with Nasham? Knowledge, what is good for me and what is bad for me should be understood. That is what we talked last time. Prayer and Shreya. What is prayer for me? What is the thing which I like, and Shreya, what is good for me? Important. So once I have that knowledge, then I can take a good decision in my life, a correct decision in my life. And realization, Vijnana, realization means what? Who I am and how I am different than my body. मेरा शरीर क्या है और मैं शरीर से अलग कैसे हूँ, ये जानना ये विज्ञान है. So when we know about the Vijnana, then we can slay the desire. The God is telling to slay desire. How do we slay desire? When we know that myself, I, inside me, is different than the world around me, the body which I own. When I know about it, then we can decide. Then we can take a right decision and go forward on the correct path. Now, sometimes there is a clash in priorities among these three. Which three? Senses, mind and intellect. There is a priority, there is a clashing. Mind says, ye karo, intellect says, wo karo. Mind will say, eat this food. Intellect will say, don't eat this food. Mind will say, let me smoke. Intellect will say, don't smoke. How do we decide? How will we be deciding? who is stronger or who is supposed to be stronger to take a correct decision. That is important. And hence the God is explained this in the next sloka. God knows exactly what is running in our mind. So we'll go to the next sloka, 42nd sloka of Karma Yoga, the 3rd chapter. Indriyani paranyahu indriyebhya param mana manasastu para buddhir yo buddhay paratastu saha. Here the God has explained us the hierarchy, the power, how much power to be given to whom is important in our society also. कितना पावर किसको देना इम्पोर्टेंट है. At what level, how much power should be given? Municipality, provincial level, federal level, military and government, elected members versus uniform members. It's important. It's important to know how much power to be given to whom. Otherwise, they can misuse, either knowingly or unknowingly. They can misuse it. It can create a havoc. So here also God has explained Indriyani Paranyahu. Paranyahu. Parani means superior. Indriyani Paranyahu. Here the Indriyani superior is Indriyabhya, means the senses are higher than the material part of the senses. In other words, in very simple language, our sensing system, हमारा जो ज्ञान तंतु जो है, हमारे जो sensors हैं, they are higher than the material part of it. How do we understand this in normal language? If somebody has got numbness in the hand, for example, they got their hand numb, what will happen? Even if they touch a very hot surface, their hand will burn, but they will not feel the burning because the sensing inside the indriya is lost. So the sensing inside the indriya is more higher value, more higher capacity, more higher priority than the material of the sense itself. That is what it is telling. Indriyani paranyahu. The senses are superior to the gross body. Means our flesh, our bones, the veins, the blood, the fat, all those things are at a lower level than our senses, the sensing system. And Indriyebhya param mana, mind is at a higher level or more important or more should be powerful than the Indriya. Indriya se zyada powerful hona chahiye. And what difference we can see between that and the humans and the animals? Animals go by their Indriya. Animals go by the senses. भूख लगी, खड़े हो गए, खाना खा लिया, मुंह धोया क्या नहीं, भगवान का नाम लिया क्या नहीं, आजू बाजू में देखा क्या नहीं, गंदा है अच्छा है देखा क्या नहीं, खा लिया, प्राणी है, खा लिया. That is the difference. That is why we tell that humans are more higher level. Why? What is the difference? Human को भी दो पैर है, कौवे को भी दो पैर. Even in Gita it is already told. Ahar bhaya maithunancha nindra. Ahar, eating, bhayam, fear, maithun, sensual happiness, and nindra, sleep. All this is common in animals and humans. So what is the difference? Indriya bhyam param manaha. आदमी को मन है, जो एनिमल को बहुत लोअर लेवल में. आदमी को मन है. A human has a mind. He can think, creativity, aspiration, all these things are there. Likes and dislikes, previous experience and doing innovations, going into more comfortable way for senses, that is all human. So indriyebhya param manaha, manasastu para buddhi, manasastu. Beyond the mind is intellect. Intellect is beyond the mind, is superior, supposed to be superior. And even beyond the intellect is the soul. Yo buddhe paratastu saha, paratastu is more superior. The soul. So why God has explained us this sequence? To make us easy, our life easy. So all these embodied animals means dehadhari prani. All these embodied animals have got soul. से सबसे पहला सनातन धर्म is telling every embodied animal has soul, and the soul is saying गाय में, गधे में, कुत्ते में और मनुष्य में, सब जगह में, इवन वनस्पति में जो आत्मा है वो ही आत्मा एक सरखी है. In Gita we will get the sloka शुनि चेन स्वपाके च पंडिता समदर्शिना. जो पंडित मतलब जो ज्ञानी होता है वो सब में एक ही आत्मा का दर्शन करता है, एक ही आत्मा का दर्शन करता है. So, but it is important to define the consciousness and push or decision that drives the action. Suppose there is a animal, एक बैल है, वो रास्ते पे खड़ा है, उसने किसी को मार दिया. A bull who standing in the street is bumped on a person and the person got his bones broken. बैल के ऊपर केस नहीं होता है. Nobody puts a case on the bull. Why? Because it doesn't have the mana and intellect. In other words, पाप और पुण्य, अच्छा और बुरा काम किससे होता है? मन और बुद्धि से होता है. मन और बुद्धि से होता है. पाप और पुण्य का जो काम है वो मन और बुद्धि से होता है. प्राणी के अंदर मन और बुद्धि बहुत ही कम है, इसके लिए उसके ऊपर केस नहीं चल सकता. उसके ऊपर केस नहीं होता. You cannot put a case in the court against the bull that this bull break my bones. That is the reason. Senses are superior to internal organs, flesh, bones, blood, the outside contact, connection, experience and memory. There are means to start at the bottom of the line. The lowest जो अदम से अदम जीव है उसका स्टार्ट होने के लिए देह लेने के लिए उसको ये सब चीजों की जरूरत है. फ्लैश एंड बोन्स, छोटे से छोटा जीव, चिंटी को भी पेट होता है. कैसी बात है ना? इतनी छोटी सी चिंटी होती है, उसको भी पेट है, उसको भी एंटेना से सेंसिंग करती है, वो भी चलती है, उसकी कॉलोनीज होती है. सोचो, उसमें भी आत्मा है. एंड दिस इज द प्राइड. सनातन धर्म के अंदर हमें एक प्राइड होना चाहिए कि हम हर एक जीव में, हर एक देहधारी में सेम वही आत्मा का दर्शन करते हैं. अदर इज नॉट अदर बट ही इज माई डिवाइन ब्रदर. चाहे वो कुत्ता हो, चाहे बैल हो, दैट इज द प्राइड. When we are seeing in the world today that other is other and so I will kill him, in that time what thoughts, कौन से विचार हैं जो समाज में लाने पड़ेंगे? सनातन धर्म को छोड़ के कौन सा धर्म ऐसा कहता है? लाने पड़ेंगे. Acceptance and coexistence are the two major messages given by Sanatan Dharma. So for basic need of safety, survival, reproduction and search of food, we need the organs. अब पता है, we all know the newborn babies. घर में बच्चा पैदा हो गया, हमारे घर में छोटा सा, we are all happy. Oh, we got a newborn in our home. We have got a newborn in our home. Everybody is happy. We got a new family member. Those people who have got their experience with the brand new family member, they will totally agree with me. And it is told, brand new born human is the most selfish animal. हाँ, ऐसा कहा? Yeah, it is true. और रात को कभी भी जागेगा. Any time in the night, the baby will start crying. वो देखेगा नहीं मेरी माँ थक के सो गई है, मेरे पिताजी बाहर गांव से अभी अभी आए हैं. नहीं. एनिमल इंस्टिंक्ट, भूख लगी है, रोना चालू करो. पोटी कर दी है, सुसु कर दिया है, रोना चालू करो. डिमांड, एनिमल इंस्टिंक्ट. A newborn is a completely selfish. Why? Because it is acting only on the instinct. उसको मन नहीं है, या तो डेवलप नहीं है. डेवलप मन और इंटेलेक्ट नहीं है. It will wake up in the middle of the night
So that is the senses level. That is what we are talking. Then the mind is superior to senses. It is allowing the persons to feel through the subtle body. मुझे अच्छा लगा, दूसरे को दूसरा अच्छा लगा. Even though our bodies are saying, our taste is saying, that is how signals sent by the senses are analyzed and scrutinized for further reference and the life further in the path. It is the center of the feel and the react through the senses. It coordinates and correlates. Hence, it is superior to senses. मन सेंसेस से क्यों ऊपर है? क्योंकि वो सोच सकता है. सेंसेस सोच नहीं सकते. There are so many examples. मन नहीं रहेगा. मन और सेंसेस कैसे होता है? There are hundreds of examples. Suppose a person is walking on the street and he is in some thoughts. कुछ विचार में है. A person is walking and his friend is coming from the front. वो उसको सामने से पास भी होगा. Even though the friend is passing him, the best friend, he will not be able to see him. Even though he sees him, the eyes will see, he will not recognize. Why? Because his mana is somewhere else. His mana is somewhere else. The signals sent by the eyes, oh, there is a friend, there is a known person, a known shape, will not be understood by the mind. Why? Because mind is occupied somewhere else. Newly married couple traveling in the bus. We all have that experience. नई नई शादी हुई है, हाँ, बस में ट्रैवल करते हैं, 2 घंटे का बस का ट्रैवल रहेगा. कंडक्टर बोलेगा उठो उठो, चलो चलो, फिनिश ट्रैवल, बस का स्टॉप आ गया. अरे इतना जल्दी आ गया, so fast. Why? Because they enjoyed. 2 hours of talking is nothing between lovers. Why? Because the mind is occupied in each other. They do not have the mind how much time has been passed. Similarly, in sad conditions, we do not enjoy the food when we are sad. You do not enjoy. That is why it is told, do not eat when you are sad. Because the natural enzymes, the senses will not work, the organs will not work correctly to digest the food. And then there is an intellect, which is superior. Intellect can decide the shreya and prayer, what is good for me and what is not good for me, with a thoughtful decision. But it should be purified and trained. If the intellect is not purified and trained, then intellect cannot control the mind. It cannot decide correctly. Shreya and prayer. Yeah. How intellect can control the mind? हमें बहुत नींद आती है, but still we wake up in the night and study for the exams. We do fasting during festival times. Even though we are hungry, our intellect says नहीं आज नहीं खाना. मन कहता है बहुत भूख लगी है, शरीर कहता है खाना दो, but we don't eat. We exercise for healthy body against the wish of the mind. So that means intellect can control the mind and senses. Intellect is supposed to be more stronger. So in case of lost intellect, why a person should not be drinking? क्यों ड्रिंक नहीं करना चाहिए? Because losing the intellect is going towards animal. It's going towards animal, and the soul is beyond the mind, the body and intellect. So that here we will try to stop. It is 44 already, 45. So we have got 2 more slokas in Karma Yoga left over, and then we will be completing the Karma Yoga. So we will meet again next Wednesday between 6 to 6:45 and go further on Srimad Bhagavad Gita study, and we will try to see that we can conclude and also understand the last 2 slokas of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Till then, I wish everyone a good and happy time. Take care. It's a beautiful weather outside. Enjoy the time and be safe. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Para Brahma, Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha.